Good morning, YouTube. I hope everyone is good. I am currently 6 days out of my first show of the season. Yes, 6 days out. I've been keeping this one under wraps for a little bit of time now, a good few weeks, and this video basically is just going to be me breaking down my rationale behind that. So it's nothing exciting. I know people are probably going, "Oh, he's doing this. He's done a secret show." Cringe. Um, but there is a rationale behind it, and I thought it'd be good to make a video just explaining on why I'm doing that or doing this show. I'm also going to pop some training footage here from legs yesterday, so you can watch that whilst I waffle on, as it's probably not going to be a normal video. It's just going to be me sitting down explaining my rationale behind this show. So first of all, the show that I'm doing is PCA Island Natties on the 31st of August. This show aligns very, very well in terms of the timeline as well. It's 3 weeks out of the UKDFBA, 4 weeks out of the PCA Naturals 4, and 6 weeks out from the MBW. So in terms of my timeline, it aligns very, very well. It looks like it's going to be a very, very good show. So I'm really excited to just get out there and do my thing and dust off the cobwebs, which leads me on to my first kind of reason on why I've chosen to do this show. And, I haven't been on stage in 3 years, right? And the last time I was on stage, it wasn't the greatest look. And I knew, I knew probably from 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, that it was not going to be my best when in 2022, and I didn't like that feeling. I'm going to be honest, and getting off stage and not being content with the look and getting my stage photos and hating them, like hence why I've never posted my stage photos from 2022. I might do some comparisons this year, we shall see. But yeah, it wasn't a great showing for me, and that was a very, very difficult prep. And I just wanted a show where I could dust off the cobwebs and not feel any kind of pressure. And not that anyone externally is putting any pressure on me. And I'm probably not someone who's really putting pressure on myself, because I've always set the expectations in this prep where it's, the goal was to be better than 2022. And, unless something crazy happens, touch wood, when I do step on stage on Sunday, it is going to be my best showing on stage, which is very, very exciting, and it also leaves me time to improve as well into my following shows. So yeah, that's kind of my first kind of reason for picking this show is just down to getting that kind of the cobwebs off the posing trunks, so to speak, and getting on stage and enjoying it and not feeling that pressure. I hadn't told anyone about this show, and that was generally the reason why, is because as you get closer and closer to the shows, you end up having to talk about it more and more and more, and there's kind of a level of pressure that comes with that. And I think every competitor will experience that, regardless of whether it's internal pressure, external pressure. You will kind of come across that element of it. So it's nice to just have a show where I'm just going away, I'm gonna go do a show and enjoy it. I'm going there with Tom, my client. He'll be competing in novice bodybuilding in the same show. Kate's coming, David's coming to film it all, so it's going to make some really, really cool YouTube content. I think we're actually planning to do 2 videos, so we're going to do like a 4 and 3 days out video, and then maybe like a 1 and 2 days out or show day video or something. So I'll leave that up to David, but we're going to make some really, really cool content, which will obviously be put on here. And you guys can watch that. So those will be the next videos after this one. So yeah, it's going to be a cool show. I'm excited for it. Second reason is I've never done a show where I've had to deal with the travel, and I've had to although it's Ireland, it's not that far, it's about an hour and a half flight, but it's still the travel, it's still that experience of having to bring certain things, stay in different environments and stuff like that. And I think that's really good, not for me as an athlete, but also as a coach. If I have clients who have to deal with these situations, then I've experienced it myself. And that is one thing I've homed on about with my coaching business. I never asked someone to do something that I haven't done before, and this is something I haven't done, so I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to experience it. So, I've always said with my coaching business, it's about leading from the front, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So again, that's just another reason where it's like, okay, let's have a little bit of a break away, or with obviously living the bodybuilding prep life, but then do a show and enjoy it. And I think this is the first PCA Island Naturals show, so it'll be cool to obviously get in there. I know the arena that it's in, or the theatre that it's in, is a very, very good venue, and it will be an exciting show. It will be an exciting show, and like I said, there's no expectation for this show either. I obviously, everyone preps to win. Like, I'm not going to say that I've gone through this whole prep not thinking about winning a show, because of course I have. That creates drive, it creates motivation, it creates that determination, but also I have my expectations where if I come off stage and I'm happy with my look, regardless of where that placed, I'll be content. That is the main thing with bodybuilding, is you, regardless win or lose, you still have to go away and improve. And if I can prove that I've done that from 2022, which, like I said, was a very, very tough prep and a hard one to take and a frustrating one at the time, I'm just going to be a lot more content with bringing a better package on stage this year. So yeah, that's my rationale. I've been waffling on for nearly 7 minutes, so hopefully the training footage hasn't ran out and you guys are just bored watching me. But yeah, 6 days out, PCA Island Natties, 31st of August, and then I'll be 3 weeks out of the UKWA, and it's lined up very well, like I said, with having a little bit of a diet break this week, going into a peak week with a linear load, pretty much washing off all that diet fatigue, so I haven't had any high days or diet breaks throughout this whole 25-week prep so far. So yeah, I'm excited. I am really, really am excited. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. Like I said, the next videos will be mainly down to the Irish job videos. That's what we're going to call it, the Irish job. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will catch up with you guys post-show. Cheers.